whatever skateboarders' waste is, whatever our byproduct is, if we can find a way to remake that, reinvent that into something else, I think that's everyone's kind of like responsibility on this planet, to like reduce your waste by reusing it. And just the act of going around and picking up skateboards, used skateboards, broken skateboards from like companies and skate shops or just anywhere I can find them, and making something out of it rather than creating trash and waste is kind of like, it's my version of giving back to the community. I just saw my stack of boards one day and was like, I think I'm going to give it a shot and just make something. I personally chose to make skateboards. Granted, it's not like a board like today where it's a high performance board where you're using it for your tricks and to just totally shred. My boards, they don't have those luxuries, the contours and the kicks. They're just flat. So the intent is to just ride them down the street because that's still fun. Cruising down the street is, you know, I think that's the thing that you first fall in love with when you fall in love with skateboarding. San Francisco has so much history in skateboarding, and not to say I'm trying to be in the fold or fit somewhere in there, but I'm trying to pay respect to it and do it some sort of justice. So I take it seriously, and I take pride in my company starting and being part of SF.
If anything, he actually does us a pretty big service in that the mess can really accumulate quick and there's only so much room in the garbage can. I'm glad that George is able to take what would normally be waste and make something awesome and functional out of
it. People buy new boards, they usually leave the old boards with us, the broken ones, so we just stack them up. Unfortunately, you can't recycle skateboards because there's grip tape adhesive on them. So thankfully George, like I said, had this idea to recycle skateboards, so it became a perfect solution for us. So I think that George is definitely a strong part of the skateboard community as a skateboarder first, but does everything else that he does. Pretty much everybody I think that I know of in skateboarding, it's like they might sell stuff, but they're also probably giving away as much product and going to taking care of different nonprofits and skateboard programs and that kind of stuff throughout the city. It's like not just one shop or one company, but like everybody. George pretty much personifies, I think, SF skateboarding.
What we're doing right now with George is the kids are going to be doing some of the early stages of the prepping of the skateboards, and it's really cool for the kids to be involved and have input, and I think George is going to hook them up with some boards too, so they're pretty psyched as payment for their hard labor.
The actual riding of the boards is what drives me, is what really motivates me to stay in and put in those long hours. So, you know, hard work is rewarded. And that's an important lesson to learn in any walk of life.